you tell me what is going on? Seems that everybody's gone crazy. Where have all the dreamers gone? Or have we all just gotten lazy? Something's got to give. There won't be much life left to live. Please send a sign from up above. And if I gotta choose, I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. No one's gonna make me hate. I choose love. I choose love. No one's gonna take that away. Ooh, something strange is in the air. Seems that everybody's changing, and I can't find no faith anywhere. Seems it's been replaced with raging. Something's got.
What's going on? What's going on, people? Welcome to the Progressive Action TV show. We had a little bit of technical difficulties earlier regarding the Wi-Fi. You know, we out in the backyard. What's up, Jaden? You want to come on the show? Come here. Come say hi. You want to say hi? He don't want to say hi right now. But look, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And if you guys see the internet lagging a lot, please write it in the comments. I'm going to be paying attention to the comments this time around. And I need you guys to please share out the show. This is a very important show. A lot of stuff to talk about. As usual. Where's my water? I need my water. Yeah, so like I said, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about the lies that the MTA and the union talk about with our safety regarding us being assaulted. We're going to talk about the early retirement bill. We're also going to talk about more racist managers. And I want you guys to tell me, you know, what you think regarding some of the stuff that we putting up. But let's start off with the racist manager. So this was sent to me via email that we have a manager named Edward Driscoll. He's in buses, Surface. That's the Brooklyn buses. And he was on social media. He put up this picture of him and his family behind the Confederate flag. Now, normally when you wearing these things, you know, if he was just doing that, I wouldn't say, you know, he's 100% racist or whatever the case is. But when you combine the actions with other actions like this, when he says, can someone explain why it's okay to support Black Lives Matter and Antifa, but not the Proud Boys? See, if he didn't throw in the Proud Boys, I probably would have gave him the benefit of the doubt. But being the fact that he threw in the Proud Boys, that raises the eyebrow to say, hey, something is up with this guy, you know, because they're very easy to spot. They very easy to spot. And they just don't know how to keep their mouths closed anymore. You know, and that's due to Trump. Trump has inspired them to, you know, speak out freely. So, but this is the problem. Everybody can have their opinions. They don't have to like you. They don't have to like me. Yes, son. All right, I'm gonna go get the thing for you, okay? You don't have to like me. You don't have to like my skin color. That's cool. But don't work for an agency where you're mostly managing people that look like the people that you don't like. That's the issue that I have. Go work somewhere where you don't have to worry about Black Lives Matter. You don't have to worry about black people. The Confederate flag won't upset anyone. You know what I'm saying? So if he feels like that, Edward Driscoll, he needs to go find another job. He don't need to work at a job where he's overseeing people of color. That's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? City agency is not for you, my man. Go find yourself another job. And like I said before, you tired? You want to go to bed? All right, give me a few minutes. I'm going to hook it up for you, right? So when you look at this piece of paper, known location or last place he managed is Grand Avenue Depot and Jackie Gleason Depot. A lot of Hispanics, Latinos, Latinas is at that depot. And Grand has a lot of people we don't like. Black Lives Matter, black people. And the Confederate flag would probably infuriate a lot of people if they was to see it. So for those out there who work at those bus depots, this is your manager. This is the person who's overseeing your discipline and everything else, man. I just wanted to point that out. So, as you guys know, that there has been a plethora of assaults on transit workers, and it seems like nothing is being done. And it don't only seem like nothing is being done. Nothing is actually being done. So, you know, everyone knows it's a campaign year for Local 100, and they're going to try their best to try to sell us more lies, try to make us think they have our best interest at heart, and we all know that's not the truth. So you're going to be seeing, and we're going to talk about it, but before we talk about that, I'm going to post this picture up real quick of an actual result of an assault that was supposed to have been taken care of by the justice system, and it wasn't. So let me put this up. This was posted by Charmaine Robinson. She was a conductor who was assaulted while working the F line. And she had posted this on social media the other day. She said, "What a slap in the face. So pissed off right now. This guy nearly cost me my life. Thanks to my coworkers, it didn't. The charges are dismissed. He assaults me and another conductor, and it gets dismissed." Now, this was the letter that they actually sent her, and I'm going to read this to you guys. It says, "Dear Charmaine Robinson, this letter is intended to update you on the status of your case in which you were the victim." She was the victim of, because the guy attacked her. As you are probably aware, the COVID-19 pandemic has had significant impact on the courts and specifically the functioning of the criminal justice system. The cases in which you were a victim was recently dismissed due to reasons attributable to the pandemic. If you would like to discuss the matter, have any questions, or would like assistance, please contact our Crime Victims Advocate Program at 718, whatever the number is. The Crime Victim Advocate Program can assist you in obtaining mental health counseling, compensation for medical bills and or personal property as a result of the crime, housing resources, and referrals to citywide services. Now, this is the crazy part. They are randomly dismissing cases. They don't care if it's against a city worker. They don't care what the situation is. I guarantee you they're not going to randomly get rid of an assault on an Asian person right now, because that's what's hot, right? That's what's cracking right now. They're not going to get rid of that. And but when it comes to us MTA workers, we just don't have that respect. We don't have that respect from the DAs. We don't have that respect from our own union. Why aren't they outcrying about this? Why is the DA using the pandemic to dismiss cases, specifically speaking, assaults on transit workers? Why is the DA doing that?
Get the fuck out of here!
That's beyond ludicrous. Beyond ludicrous. And then when you see campaign propaganda like these pictures that Local 100 like to put up, standing with all the DAs in New York City, advocating, making, spinning on an MTA worker a crime, it don't matter what they make a crime, because if the DA is dismissing cases due to the pandemic, does it matter what the crime is? I mean, you get spit on, I got spat on, so I expect them not to do anything. This conductor got pushed into a moving train by a EDP. He got arrested and nothing happened. So why do we keep falling for this type of propaganda by our union? They are standing idle while these cases are being dismissed. They not saying nothing about it. But we continue to be quiet also. We continue to not say anything or do anything or whatever the case is, but we must let our union know that they will not be getting away with this. The days of them acting like this is the campaign year, Utano come out of nowhere, acting like he care for this membership that doesn't look like him. These DAs do not care. They following this whole liberal, let everyone out of jail type of thing, except whatever's hot right now. Like I said, the Asian thing is hot right now. If anyone assaults an Asian person, you're going to jail. Your case is not going to be dismissed according to the pandemic. No matter what it is, it's not getting dismissed. But when it comes to assaulting a transit worker, your case is going to get dismissed. Your case is going to get dismissed. And we can't allow them to continue to get away with this craziness, right? A lot of people, we've been hearing a lot of rumors talking about early retirement, buyouts for people who have a lot of years. I'm just here to let you guys know that the early retirement incentive, all right, kill it. Oh, yeah? All right, so just don't get away from the bee then. Exactly, leave them alone. So when you're doing a show outside, you got all types of insects and spider webs and all types of stuff happening over here. Got your son. My son is acting all, asking questions. I like it though. It's very organic. So yeah, like I said, there's a bill that's being created, or it's created, and it's making its way through Albany. And what it does, it says this legislation creates a retirement incentive for certain individuals who are 50 years of age with 25 years of credible service, or individuals who are 55 years of age and have at least 10 years of service, right? So before it was 25, 55. So now they reduced it to 25 years of service, 50 years of age. And before it was 62 years of age, 10 years of service. They cut that down to 55, 10. So, and this is temporary. Do not think that this is going to be a permanent thing. This is going to be temporary. And they really acting like they doing us a favor. It's not really a favor, because us transit workers, we deserve what all the other city agencies, the major city agencies have, 22 and out, 22 and a half and out, any age. It should be the same thing like that for us, but they want us to work 25, 55. And then for some odd reason, when we retire, we die quick. But like I said, it's going to be a temporary change. And for some odd reason, our union is not putting pressure on the governor. He's not putting pressure on the governor. And, he's in battle right now. This is the time that they should be leaning on him to change Tier 6. They should be leaning on him to make this permanent for all transit workers, 50-25. Or just have us do 22 and a half and out any age. And that should be that. You see my son over here, he on his swing talking about daddy push him, like I'm not live right now. That means that I got to get to daddy duties quick. So I got to make this live quick. But we all know, yes, give me 10 minutes, okay? But we have to put pressure on the governor, but we already know who our union leadership represent. They have everyone else's best interests, but the people who pay them. And that's kind of like messed up. So I've been talking about on the internet lately some union busting that the MTA have been doing, hurting us financially, basically boycotting the union. Like, who would ever thought that the MTA will boycott the union, right? And I'm going to explain to you guys, I'm going to break down the numbers. I'm going to explain to you guys exactly what's going on here. And like I said, if you just tuning into the live, make sure you share it out to every group that you in, share it on your personal page. Let's educate each other, especially as transit workers for this show. Let's educate each other to exactly what's going on and the role that the union is playing in this. Yeah, so there's some major union busting going on by the MTA, and it's in the form of not hiring people to do the job. And if you're not hiring people to do the job, then the union is not growing. So if more people leave than what's being hired, what's going to happen? The workforce, it's not going to have the numbers that it had before. So I'm going to break down a couple of news articles that explains that. So we have a news article from the city that recently came out, and it says the MTA is operating a pared down workforce that shed more than 2,600 subway jobs since 2019. Figures obtained by the city show leaving fewer employees to operate trains and maintain the system, struggling to rebound from the pandemic. So that's one number, 2,600. And then the Daily News did an article talking about the bus side. MTA officials said roughly 3% of the agency's roughly 11,900 bus operator positions are currently unfilled, but Patafio said they should have started onboarding new drivers months ago to avoid impacts on service, because they saying that there's impacts on bus service, and the reason is that the MTA is not hiring workers. That the union don't have control over the MTA hiring workers, but they do have control not staying quiet regarding this serious situation. I'm going to explain to you guys how the union busting is working. So I would say this, the MTA, they really not that smart, but they definitely is much more smarter than our union leadership. The MTA is refusing to hire more workers, but you know what's so crazy? They refusing to hire more workers, but they are hiring contractors. Why are they hiring contractors? They don't have to provide medical benefits. They don't have to provide a pension. They don't have to provide uniforms, tools, or whatever the case may be with that. So the MTA would rather hire contractors than hire workers. Now, by the MTA not hiring workers or not even trying to keep the previous number of hires prior to the pandemic, what are they doing? They are financially breaking the union. If the union is losing members, then they are losing dues money. Dues money is what makes the union function. Without dues money, the union won't function, right? Everybody worrying about Janus. MTA is the new Janus. If they not replacing workers who retired, workers who found new employment, workers who got fired, workers who passed away, they are breaking the union. The MTA is the new Janus. So now let's break down those numbers. Now, between buses and subways, there's about 3,000 unfilled jobs, but it's really 2,957, right? So our union dues is about $60 a month. We just go use that as a round number. So let's multiply $2,957 by 60. You get $177,420. So the union is losing $177,000 a month due to the MTA not hiring new workers. Now, 177,000 times 12 is roughly around $2 million a year. So the union is losing $2 million a year. That is union busting. That is union busting. The MTA is putting Janus on us. They don't have to worry about the workers not contributing to the union. The MTA is doing the favor for the people like Trump, right? That's one of the reasons why I couldn't support Trump was because, all right, go ahead, go use the bathroom. One of the reasons why I couldn't was because of his stance on unions, and the MTA has taken that same stance against Local 100. They have taken that same stance against Local 100. The union is losing $2 million a year due to the MTA not hiring workers, and they are successfully breaking our union. Now, one may wonder, why is Tony Utano being so quiet about this? Why is John Samuelson being so quiet about this? Why aren't they advocating to make our workforce stronger by getting the MTA, or advocating for us to have previous levels of work, right? The MTA is hiring more contractors, less unionized workers, and is in turn breaking this union. Why isn't Samuelson and Utano saying nothing? What kind of deal was made for them to be quiet? Why isn't any of the VPs saying anything? Why are they afraid to advocate for the members? Okay. Why are they afraid to advocate for the members? Why is all our union leadership voluntarily being quiet regarding this union busting, this Janice move that... Oh, yeah? Come here for a second. Come here. Come here. Want to sit on my lap? Want to sit on my lap? Okay. Why is the union remaining quiet regarding this? You know, it kind of like makes no sense. But this is the truth. The MTA already displayed how weak our union leadership was during most of...
This is Bonnie's toy.
Oh, yeah? The MTA already displayed how weak the union is for most of 2020. They put it on Front Street. They put them on the stage and said, we're going to show you how weak your union is, specifically speaking during COVID. Watch out for the wires, all right? All right, after I finish. But this union busting has been going on for the past few years now, up under Utano. And what kind of deal did he make to remain quiet for this union busting? So I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna put this this picture on the screen, and I'm going to explain to you guys what this is. So these are some interesting stats, and I'm going to show you guys how the union, Tony Utano was allowing this union busting to happen. So the top picture is the LM2 from the 2020, and the bottom picture is the LM2 for the 2019 too. So to explain to you guys what the LM2s are, the LM2s shows you how the union spends the union dues money. It also shows you the membership status. It shows you how much your union officers are being paid. It shows you a whole bunch of stuff, and every union member should want to look at this document. And if you want this document, you can email me at progressiveaction100@gmail.com. I could send it to you after the show. But like I said, the top picture is the LM2 from 2020, and the bottom picture is the LM2 from 2019. Now, the 2020 LM2 says we have a total membership of 41,427 with 3,045 members in bad standing. That's not in good standing. Those are basically the members who refused to pay from the strike. But we have a total of 41,427 members. The 2019 LM2, like I said, that's the one at the bottom. We had a total membership of 46,180. That's a difference of 4,753 less union members, and that's a difference of 4,753 less members actually paying union dues. Now, just to be clear, the 2020 LM2 is reflective of 2019, what happened in 2019, and the 2019 LM2 is reflective of what happened in 2018. So this happened well before COVID. Well before COVID. Now, a lot of people would say, what's wrong with this picture? I'm going to explain to you guys what's wrong with this picture. Our membership is on a drastic decline. Yes, on a drastic decline, right? That's very, 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 very alarming, right? Why? Because the MTA is hiring. The MTA isn't hiring union workers anymore. They are hiring more contractors instead of local 100 workers, and local 100 leadership is allowing it. They are allowing this to happen. Now, I wonder who on the union payroll is getting a kickback for this, for allowing these numbers to drastically decline. I don't know if you guys understand the seriousness of this, but it's very serious. But why is local 100 leadership allowing this blatant Janus attack to happen on the workforce? What kind of kickback are they getting? Why are they remaining silent? So to bring things into even a more greater perspective, like I said, the union lost 4,753 workers between 2019 LM2 and the 2020 LM2. That's about, all right, give me a second. That's about $285,000 a year. We're talking about $3.4 million a year that happened before COVID. We're talking about $3.4 million a year that happened before COVID. We can't allow them to use COVID as an excuse as to why they are allowing the MTA to union bus to actually be Janus to us. I mean, listen, without the union making money, we are in serious trouble as a union. Do not take this lightly. This is not something that you would take lightly. Anybody trying to break your union is your enemy. The MTA is not a friend of ours. They are not a friend of ours. But Tony Utano considers Pat Foy a friend, considers Sarah Feinberg a friend, considers Governor Cuomo a friend. This would not be happening without Cuomo okay. A lot of people don't understand that this union busting that the MTA is doing is boycotting on a whole nother level. And we no longer need union leadership that's going to be friendly, super friendly to management. We no longer need that. Especially, I don't even get this picture right here. You got Surface, TA Surface Vice President JP Patafio. He's joining members of Local 1 bricklayers in protest against non-union Rising Sun Construction right by the East New York Bus Depot. He's over there campaigning and standing with another union and their contractors, but won't do or say anything about the contractors that's doing the work inside Local 100. So instead of him going to stand with the stations department and CED, because there's contractors doing both of their jobs, there's cleaners doing both of those jobs, instead of him standing next to them in a department represented by Local 100, he want to go stand with the bricklayers and put up propaganda photos. Why don't JP stand with stations and stand with CED, a union that he's a part of? You want to know why? Because Cuomo told them to be quiet. Cuomo told Utano and Samuelson, y'all better not say anything to criticize the governor. And this is the risk that we take supporting leaders, elected leaders who don't have the membership best interest. They don't have the membership best interest. So this is what we get. Somebody asked JP, how can you stand with the bricklayers with them with contractors doing their work, but you won't stand with the contractors doing the work inside Local 100, and the MTA is union busting Local 100. They are the Janices for Local 100. We don't have to worry about opting out. The MTA be like, look, we just won't hire no workers. You don't have to worry about it. We just won't hire no workers. You guys don't have to worry about it. And these are the people that we have to blame for this. These are the 11 people that we have to blame for this. I'm going to let this picture cycle. I'm going to let this picture cycle. You remember when Local 100 fought Starbucks for coffee, but they won't fight the MTA to bring back more union jobs? Our union leadership is complicit in the MTA breaking our union. You want to know why? You want to know why the MTA, why our Local 100 leadership? You want to know why our Local 100 leadership is complicit in the MTA breaking the union? They are complicit because they got their golden parachutes. Most of the people on this list can retire within the next 5 years, could retire within the next 3. Matter of fact, most of them probably could retire now. Right? But most of them definitely, the majority of them, Utano could retire now, Wichita could retire now, Earl could retire now, JP probably in the next 3 years, Chiarello probably in the next 5 years, Eric is done, Shirley could retire, what's this guy name with the mullet? I forget. Pete Rasconi could retire, and Robert Kelly probably could retire in the next 5 years also. They got a golden parachute. They do not care about the members here. They do not care. This union will burn down, and they will still get their union pension. They will still get their MTA pension. They are living, like Malcolm X said, they are living high off the hog. They are living high off the hog. I'm just gonna let that picture recycle. Just gonna let it recycle, man. At what point do us as members wake up and say enough is enough? At what point do we say enough is enough? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm deciding to support Paulie Navarro for president. We putting together the most diverse team that you probably will ever seen. You guys last election wanted me and Campbell to get together. We got together. We solidified that. And if you ask me, that's the best choice that we have. Paulie Navarro is the best choice that we have, and we gotta support that. Nobody else is doing what we're doing. Nobody else going to do what we do. We're going to put together a team to defeat this tyranny that we have in Local 100. We're going to be unified. We're going to bring together the real fighters, not the people who's only talking and running their mouth. We're going to bring together the real fighters. We're going to bring together true unity here. So that's why it's very important that we support Paulie Navarro. That's the best option that we have in this presidential race. Trust me when I tell you, the best option that we have. But we're going to make something happen. We definitely going to make something happen. I think I got a special announcement. I would say, what's this month? This is April. I would say I have a special announcement coming in like May, June probably. Special announcement. But definitely we must support Paulie Navarro for president. That's the best choice we have. We can't choose any. We definitely can't do Utano again. And
That's why I made for Bonnie.
oh, that's nice. Let her play with it. So and out of everyone else, Paulie Navarro is the best choice.
Daddy.
All right. Like I said, that's the best choice that we have right now. And we must support that. We will have we go be pulling together the ranks to make this happen. We will be pulling together the ranks to make this happen. A unified cause, and we in talks. Oh yeah, we in talks with plenty of opposition right now for them to join our ranks, and we're going to make it happen. We're going to pull this together, and we're going to see how this go play out. If you guys want to support the platform, you can support the platform. The Cash App is Progressive Action 100. The PayPal is Progressive Action. And in the link of this video on YouTube and Facebook, you will see something called Patreon. You could donate to the platform every month. And that's where we at with it right now. Hold on, I need you to say something. Can you come here? Can you come here? Or we not going to go on a red wagon walk? Can you come here for a second? Come here. Sit on my lap. You don't know what to say? Can I tell you what to say? Can I tell you what to say and you'll say it? Can I tell you what to say and you'll say it? You don't want to say it? Say hi then. Just say hi. Say hi to the people. You don't want to say hi? You shy? He claims he's shy. He claims he's shy. Oh, you could go on Progressive Action and get some hats. Perfidel.com and get some hats, some shirts. You know what I'm saying? I like this right here. This is dope. Definitely get some hats and some shirts at perfidel.com. But definitely donate to the movement. Once again, the Cash App is Progressive Action 100. The PayPal is Progressive Action. And the Patreon is in the link of the video on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure you share out this live. We're going to be putting out more information. I'm hoping to do this special live real soon. Special live regarding management real soon. Once I get this information, it's going to be epic. It's going to be special. You guys is not going to want to miss that. Thanks for tuning in today. I'll catch you guys later. Got to get on daddy duties. Peace.